Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to my 2024 WWE Survivor Series prediction video. It is Saturday, November 30th, 2024. And I'm going to move my mic a little bit up so you can hear me a little bit. I mean, this computer does a better job with sound processing than the Dell does. So, yeah, I'm trying to use this computer as much as I can. Only because, it's giving me less of a hassle lately. So, best case scenario, this will be the computer I use going forward for recording. So, alright. So, at the moment, we're just taking a look at the card. I don't really have a list at the moment for the card. So, I guess we'll just have to go to Wikipedia then, right? Let me work on that. That's a lot better. Okay. So it won't be that much of a long video for today. It's just a quick reminder that the card tonight will begin at 6 p.m. Eastern on Peacock. And I will mention that you have until this Sunday or Monday, either tomorrow or the 2nd, take advantage of the Peacock Black Friday deal. You can get it for a good price, monthly or yearly. Take advantage, because if you want to watch Survivor Series, you want to watch the NXT pay-per-view next week, or you want to watch the Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and WrestleMania coming up in the modest of 2025, better get this deal quick. So 5 matches on the card. Let's start off with the non-War Games matches, and then we'll go to where we need to go to next. Okay. First up, we got the singles match for the United States Championship. We have Shinsuke Nakamura, who has made a surprise comeback. Now, rumors were swirling that Shinsuke was going to go back to New Japan Pro Wrestling and stay in Japan for a while, as NJPW was urging him to come back, but I guess Paul Levesque, Triple H, made a convincing offer for him to come back to WWE, I guess. Maybe this is the Triple H effect working, I don't know. But if Vince was still around, probably Shinsuke would have been back in New Japan by now. Anyhow, I digress. We have L.A. Knight, yeah, taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. I think this is obvious. I think LA needs to go into the new year as the champion. I don't know when he's dropping the title, but you gotta let him keep the belt until at least January. I mean, that's not that much to ask, right? I mean, one of the reasons why we watch SmackDown on USA is so we can see LA every Friday night. So he's not dropping the title. Still your United States champion. Will be LA. And now we move on. Okay. Gunther, your World Heavyweight Champion, taking on Damian Priest. I think it's obvious what I think is going to happen. I think the Judgment Day is going to interfere with this match. I think you'll have Dirty Dom. You'll have JD. You'll have Finn Balor interfere with this match. Going to be a no disqualification. Gunther retains. Does it set up a feud continuing with the Judgment Day? I think so. I think you got to have something on Raw the next couple of weeks until the move on Netflix. So I think this finish will likely be the case. I think I'm right. I could be wrong, but we'll see. Okay, last but not least, triple threat match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. We will have Braun Breaker taking on Sheamus, taking on Ludwig Kaiser. And I think, given how frequent this title has been changing hands a lot lately, I'm going to go with why I think Sheamus will win. You see, Sheamus has won a lot of championships in his career. And let's go to his wrestling profile right now, and we'll take a look to see if he is close to winning a Grand Slam championship. So let's see if we can pull up that. So he's been a WWE champion 3 times. He has been World Heavyweight Champion 1 time. He has been a United States Champion 3 times. He is a multi-time tag team championship. Multiple tag team champion, excuse me. So yes, Sheamus just needs that one more title to become a Grand Slam champion. And I think Sheamus will hit the bro kick either on Braun or Ludwig. I think what it will set up is for a long-term feud with Braun in the short run. Braun is a much younger guy, let's be fair here. But I honestly think you have to let the future Hall of Famer become a Grand Slam champion. You have to let him win the Intercontinental Championship. You have to. I mean, if you don't, then what's going to happen here? I mean, Sheamus is going to go into the Hall of Fame. In fact, yeah, I forgot. Sheamus was also a King of the Ring at one time. Yeah, how could I forget that? Okay, so Sheamus wins, new Intercontinental Champion. If I'm wrong, then somebody can criticize me. I know somebody wants to criticize me somewhere. But I hope I'm right. I want to see Sheamus become champ. That much to ask. Sheamus is long overdue. And by the way, Sheamus actually has gotten a little bit less skinnier now. That's good news. Alright. Now, let's get into War Games! First up, let's give the women the attention that they deserve first. So first up, we have the returning Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and Bayley taking on the Judgment Day. So you have a combined mix of Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown superstars taking on the Judgment Day, who will be representing Monday Night Raw. Actually, no, I forgot. You have 2 other SmackDown stars, right? You have Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. Okay, so 3 superstars from SmackDown also in this match. Okay, just wanted to confirm that. So you have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Look, I really think that Judgment Day cannot win this match. You have to let Rhea Ripley's team win. And the reason why I am saying that is because down the line, this rivalry between Liv and Rhea is not over. Not by a long shot. It's going into 2025. I think it will. I don't know how much longer they can keep this up. But at some point, you know, it's building up towards it. Now, I don't think Tiffany is cashing in her briefcase until at some point in 2025. I think Tiffany will cash in at some point. In fact, I want to mention something to Tiffany Stratton, and if she's watching, how come we don't see you on NXT on Tuesdays? Because don't forget, the winner of the Money in the Bank briefcase can also cash in on the NXT champion. There's actually a rule in the contract that says you can actually cash in on any champion. Remember when Austin Theory won Money in the Bank in 2023? And he actually used the championship briefcase to cash in for a United States Championship match. Not that many people realize you can cash in on any champion you want. So, just saying, you know, I wouldn't rule it out, but Roxanne Perez has a fight next weekend. Okay, so I'm just saying, you know, if I am Tiffany Stratton, you never know. You never know what could happen. She could go to NXT this Tuesday because we know for a fact that Roxanne is not on this card for a deadline next week, which I think is an insult. Why don't we have the women's champion fighting on this card? Well, why? Is she going to fight on the CW this Tuesday? It's either Ava or Shawn Michaels who just don't know what they're doing. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, I get it. Okay. Okay. You know what they could do? Right, I'm just looking at this card. Why don't they have Tiffany in this match? It makes sense. Sol Ruka, Stephanie Vacker, Saria, and look, I'm glad Sol is back. You know, I've been waiting for her to come back. She's been out with an injury for a while. She's looked pretty good in her comeback matches recently, but I'm just saying, maybe Tiffany takes this loss in a good light and she goes to NXT on Tuesday. I would never rule that out. Never rule that out, guys. I could see that logically happening. So yeah, here's what I think will happen. Rhea Ripley team will win. And then what will happen on Monday Night Raw, Tiffany Stratton's going to get angry. She's going to do her little act on Raw. And she's going to make an announcement that, maybe I should go to NXT. Maybe I'll go talk to Eva or Shawn Michaels. I could see that logically happening. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong that I don't see that logically happening. Where you see Tuesday night that Tiffany goes over to NXT. She's in Orlando and she's asking Ava to be doing it. I could see it happening. So that's what I think will happen. That's what will lead to this timeline that will occur for the NXT pay-per-view on Saturday next week. I think it leads up to this. This whole pay-per-view goes into it where you see Tiffany Stratton go to NXT. And you know what? That would be very interesting. I hope I'm right. But if not, then Tiffany loses, right? She'll lose that match on Saturday. Sol could likely be the number one contender. And then what I think could happen is Tiffany cashes in. That would make more sense. See, that's how I would write the story. That's how I would logically write the story. It makes sense. Because then you could have Nia and Tiffany as dominant champions. Tiffany shows up on SmackDown every week with the NXT belt. And then Nia gets jealous that she's not a double champion. And then, yeah, that could probably happen. I mean, remember, you have a lot of main roster guys who have been going to NXT lately. That's what makes it so fun to watch on the CW on Tuesdays. Okay. Now that I've thrown myself completely off guard here. Last but not least, Men's War Game. Roman Reigns, the Usos, Sami Zayn, and a surprising CM Punk is with the Bloodline. And, in addition, Bronson Reed has now joined the Bloodline. Which, I could see that logically being the case going forward for Brunson. He could be on SmackDown permanently. I don't see Brunson staying on Raw. Unless Seth Rollins wants to handle him again, but I doubt it. Maybe we could see Seth freaking Rollins come out. I don't know. We'll see. But, I think egos are going to not work out in this match. I hate to say it, guys, but I think CM Punk is going to turn heel. And thus, I think it's going to set up the rivalry with Seth Rollins. I hope I'm right that CM Punk turns heel. I could be wrong, but I hate to say it. I think Bloodline 2.0 is winning. Maybe it sets up something down the line where... I don't know, guys. I mean, could Cody Rhodes get involved? I don't think Cody wants to get involved in something he really has no business in right now. And again, this is wrestling. Anything goes. Especially because I think the reason why Cody is not even fighting, he has a big match scheduled for December 14th. I'll explain. So the reason why you're not going to see Cody anywhere at all for this pay-per-view is so that way he could get ready for his big match against Kevin Owens at Saturday night's main event, December 14th. So that's why you're not going to see, Cody Rhodes. Maybe there's some ripple effect that leads up to Saturday Night Main Event. I don't know. I mean, only time will tell, but I'm telling you guys, Bloodline wins. And either way, to wrap up this video, I know I've gone on for 15 minutes. But can we be grateful as wrestling fans that for 3 straight weeks, we're getting spoiled on Saturdays? I mean, think about it. We have Survivor Series today. We have NXT Deadline next week. And then we get the main event on NBC the following week. Well, to be fair, it's also streaming on Peacock. So, look at that. Guys, how spoiled can we be as wrestling fans right now? We're getting spoiled by WWE. Wow. Just wow. Okay, I think I'm done here. I'm going to wrap this up. I got to get ready for the St. John's versus Harvard game later tonight. I'm going to be going with Matt Camper later this evening. It's a 5 p.m. tip, which, by the way, if you are interested, that game is streaming on Peacock, so you might see me and Matt on your TV somewhere. You never know. Just saying, anything's possible. So it's a 5 p.m. tip. So here's how it works. 5 p.m., you can stream the Harvard St. John's game on Peacock. Look for me and Matt. We might be on the stream somewhere. You never know. Then 6 p.m., you can go right to Survivor Series. So look at that. Look how it all works out. Okay, guys. I'm done. Enjoy the pay-per-view. Again, 6 p.m. Eastern. And before I wrap this up, please note, this is the last pay-per-view the WWE Network will be producing. That is because as of January, all WWE property will either be on Netflix or on Peacock. So just a friendly reminder there, okay? Alright, that's it. Goodbye, everyone, and enjoy the pay-per-view. Enjoy Deadline next week, and enjoy Main Event. We will be back with a prediction for the Royal Rumble in February.